Hey there, Tech Fam! It's your favorite time again. Welcome back to the Tech Guild channel, where we explore the most amazing and mind-blowing tech stuff together. Today we've got something truly epic in store for you. So, buckle up, sit tight, and let's jump into another thrilling adventure in the world of technology. Alright you guys, today we're diving into something super cool and essential to our modern lives. We're going on an unbelievable data center tour. So, you might be wondering why data centers are such a big deal, right? Well, let me break it down for you. Data centers are the backbone of our digital world. They store, process, and manage all the data that powers our favorite apps, websites, and online services. Think about it. Every time you send a text, binge watch a show, or even check the weather, you're relying on a data center somewhere to make it all happen. Data centers are like the secret, hidden powerhouses that keep our digital world running smoothly, and trust me when I say they are totally fascinating. Without them, our lives would be way different, and not in a good way. Alright, let's start with the basics. Fam. What exactly is a data center? A data center is a secure, temperature-controlled facility that houses tons of computer systems and related components, like servers, networking equipment, and storage systems. It's like a massive, super-powered computer room that brings the internet to life. Think about it. Every time you stream your fave show, send a text, or post a fire selfie on Insta, you're using data that's being processed in a data center. These buildings are typically loaded with high-performance servers, storage systems, and networking equipment, all working together to keep the digital world spinning. So next time you're binge-watching on Netflix, remember that a data center is working hard behind the scenes to make it all happen. Now, let's dive into the key components of a data center. Just like a bomb avocado toast has its essential ingredients, data centers have some major players that keep them up and running. First up, we've got the servers. These bad boys are like the powerhouse of a data center. They're specialized computers that handle all the computing tasks, like crunching numbers, running apps, and dishing out your favorite content. There are different types of servers, like web servers, email servers, and database servers, each with their own unique jobs. Next, let's talk networking equipment. These gadgets help connect the servers to the outside world, so all that precious data can flow in and out like a smooth California wave. We're talking about switches, routers, and firewalls. They're like traffic cops, making sure all that data gets where it needs to go, safe and sound. Now, onto storage systems. Imagine trying to cram your entire wardrobe into a tiny closet. Yikes. That's why data centers need loads of storage space to keep all that digital info organized and accessible. Storage systems, like hard drives and solid-state drives, make sure data is safely stored and can be easily retrieved when needed. Now that we've gone over the key components of a data center, let's chat about the main reasons they even exist. Like, what's the point, right? Well, data centers have three main purposes: to store, process, and manage data. They're like the lifeblood of our digital world, and honestly, they're kinda low-key heroes. First off, data centers store a massive amount of data. Think about all the selfies, memes, and TikTok vids you've got on your phone. Now multiply that by, like, a bajillion. Data centers keep all that digital goodness safe and sound so you can access it whenever you want, whether it's streaming your fave show or digging up that old embarrassing Facebook post from middle school. Next up, data centers process a ton of data. Every time you Google something, swipe right on Tinder, or even track your steps on a fitness app, you're sending a request to a data center to process that info. They're like digital wizards, crunching the numbers and making magic happen behind the scenes so you can enjoy seamless online experiences. Lastly, data centers manage data like a boss. They're all about making sure your digital life stays organized, efficient, and secure. Imagine trying to find that one specific meme in a chaotic mess of files. Total nightmare, right? Data centers help prevent that chaos by managing data flow, keeping things running smoothly, and making sure all that info stays protected from hackers and other digital baddies. Picture this, a massive, state-of-the-art facility that's basically the digital equivalent of Fort Knox. First off, the outside of a data center might not look like anything special. It could be a giant warehouse or a simple, nondescript building. But appearances can be deceiving, my friends, because these facilities are literally the digital backbone of our online world. For starters, there's usually a robust perimeter fence surrounding the entire property, making it super tough for any unauthorized peeps to get close. Next up, we've got the ever-watchful eyes of surveillance cameras. These bad boys are positioned all around the property, keeping a close watch on every inch of the area. But wait, there's more. Most data centers have actual human security guards patrolling the grounds, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious. These guards are highly trained and ready to protect the digital goods at all costs. Now, let's say you've got legit business inside the data center. You'll need to pass through multiple layers of security checks, including things like ID verification, biometric access controls, like fingerprint or facial recognition scanners, and maybe even security questions or codes. Alright guys, now that we've seen the super secure exterior, it's time to head inside this digital wonderland and check out the various zones that make these data centers run like a well-oiled machine. First up on our tour, we have the server rooms, which are like the beating heart of any data center. Picture rows upon rows of sleek, shiny servers, all humming away as they process, store, and manage the crazy amount of data that powers our online lives. Now, let's talk cooling systems, because with all those servers working hard, things can get pretty toasty in here. Data centers use advanced cooling systems to keep temperatures in check, which is super important for keeping the servers running smoothly. Imagine having giant air conditioners, water chillers, or even liquid cooling systems working together to create the perfect environment for these digital powerhouses. Next up, we have the power supplies that keep the lights on and the servers running. These data centers can't afford to lose power, like, ever, so they're equipped with multiple backup systems to make sure they're always juiced up. We're talking uninterruptible power supplies, UPS, generators, and even connections to multiple power grids. Each of these zones plays a crucial role in maintaining the functionality of a data center. So, we've seen the different zones that make up a data center, but now let's dive a little deeper and explore the actual infrastructure that makes it all work. So, to kick things off, we have rack servers. Picture a tall, sleek metal rack filled with super smart, rectangular computers all stacked on top of each other. These babies are designed to save space and easily slide in and out of their slots in the rack. Next up, we've got blade servers. Imagine a high-tech pizza box with a bunch of super thin servers, where each slice is a server. These ultra-thin servers slide into a blade enclosure, making it a super space-efficient way to store loads of computing power. It's like a pizza party for tech enthusiasts. Now, let's talk about the big guns, mainframe servers. These are the heavyweights of the server world, capable of handling an insane amount of data and transactions. These mainframes are used by large organizations and governments that need to process and store massive amounts of data. And last, but not least, we have tower servers. These freestanding units are perfect for small businesses or organizations that need server power without the space constraints of a rack or blade system. Now that we've chatted about the different types of servers and data centers, let's dive into something super crucial for keeping those bad boys running smoothly: cooling and power systems. First up, let's talk cooling systems. Data centers produce a ton of heat from all those servers working non-stop. And if they get too hot, it can lead to crashes, slow performance, and even hardware damage. That's where cooling systems come in. They're like the chill BFFs of the data center, keeping everything running at the perfect temperature. There are a bunch of different ways to cool data centers, like air conditioning units, liquid cooling systems, and even using outside air when it's cold enough. The key is to make sure the heat is removed efficiently, so the servers stay in their happy zone. Now let's talk about power systems. You know how your phone dies if you forget to charge it? Well, Imagine that happening to a whole data center. Not cool, right? Power systems are all about making sure those servers have a constant flow of electricity to keep them running 24/7. To do this, data centers have multiple power sources, like the main grid, backup generators, and even batteries for short-term power. They also use uninterruptible power supply, UPS, systems to prevent any sudden power loss. We've covered servers, cooling, and power systems so far. And now it's time to explore the last piece of the data center puzzle: network infrastructure and connectivity. This is like the superhighway that links everything together and makes the magic happen. First things first, let's define what network infrastructure is all about. In simple terms, it's the hardware and software that connects all the servers, storage systems, and other devices in a data center. This allows them to communicate with each other and, more importantly, with the outside world. There are a few key components that make up network infrastructure, so let's break them down. 1. Switches. These are like the traffic cops of the network, directing data where it needs to go. They connect all the devices within the data center and make sure the right information gets to the right place at the right time. 2. Routers. These bad boys are responsible for connecting the data center to the outside world. They determine the best path for data to travel through the wider internet, so your favorite websites and apps load up as fast as possible. 3. Cables. Of course, you can't have a network without the physical connections that link everything together. Data centers use various types of cables, like fiber optic and copper, to create those connections. 4. Firewalls. Last, but definitely not least, are firewalls. These are the bouncers of the network, keeping unwanted visitors out and protecting the precious data inside. They monitor incoming and outgoing traffic, making sure only the good stuff gets through. Now that we've explored the nitty-gritty of data centers, it's time to dive into the super cool innovations happening in this space. Let me tell you, data centers are leveling up like never before, with cutting-edge designs, eco-friendly practices, and even some AI-powered magic. First up, let's talk about the latest trends and technologies in data center design. We're seeing some seriously futuristic stuff happening here, like 1. Modular and scalable designs. Data centers are embracing flexible designs that can grow and adapt as needed. This means they can easily expand their capacity or reconfigure their layout without major disruptions. It's like playing with high-tech Lego bricks. 2. Liquid cooling. Traditional air cooling systems are being replaced by more efficient liquid cooling solutions, which use fluids like water or special coolants to keep those hot servers nice and chill. It's like giving your data center a refreshing dip in the pool. Now, let's discuss the green revolution happening in data centers. With climate change and sustainability becoming major concerns, data centers are stepping up their game and going green. Some eco-friendly trends include 1. Renewable energy. Data centers are increasingly using clean energy sources, like solar, wind, and hydropower, to reduce their carbon footprint. It's like harnessing the power of Mother Nature to fuel our digital world. 2. Energy-efficient designs. From smart cooling systems to better insulation, data centers are finding creative ways to minimize energy waste and lower their impact on the environment. Every little bit helps, right? Finally, let's explore the role of AI and automation in data center management. These cutting-edge technologies are making data centers smarter and more efficient than ever before. Here's how. 1. Predictive maintenance. AI can analyze data from sensors and devices to predict when equipment might fail or need maintenance. This means data centers can fix problems before they even happen, avoiding downtime and keeping everything running smoothly. It's like having a crystal ball for your data center. 2. Optimized performance. AI can also help data centers optimize their performance by analyzing factors like temperature, humidity, and energy usage. This allows them to make real-time adjustments that improve efficiency and reduce costs. It's like having a super smart assistant that's always one step ahead. From greener practices to AI-powered management, these hidden powerhouses of the internet are becoming better, smarter, and more sustainable every day. And that's something we can all get excited about. So, we've covered a lot about data centers, but now let's talk about their impact on our society. First, let's discuss the critical role of data centers in supporting the internet and various online services. Seriously, can you imagine life without social media, streaming services, or online shopping? Well, thanks to data centers, we don't have to. Here's how they keep us connected. 1. Internet infrastructure. Data centers are the backbone of the internet, hosting websites, apps, and other digital content. They keep the web up and running, so we can stay connected 24/7. It's like they're the unsung heroes of our digital lives. 2. Online services. From e-commerce and cloud storage to streaming and gaming, data centers power the online services we use and love every day. Without them, we'd be living in a way less convenient and entertaining world. 2. Boring? Now, let's chat about the economic impact of data centers on local communities and job markets. They're not just technological marvels, they're also major economic players. Here's how they're making a difference. 1. Job creation. Data centers create tons of jobs, from construction and engineering to IT and security. They offer stable, well-paying careers for people with a range of skills and expertise. 2. Local investment. Data centers often bring significant investment to the communities they're located in. This can lead to improved infrastructure, increased tax revenue, and other benefits that help communities thrive. It's like a win-win for everyone. However, we also need to address the concerns related to energy consumption and environmental impacts. Data centers use a lot of energy, which can lead to some not-so-green consequences. But don't worry, there's hope. Let's explore the issues and the steps being taken to address them. 1. Energy consumption. Data centers consume massive amounts of electricity to power and cool their equipment. This can strain local power grids and contribute to greenhouse gas emissions. But, as we mentioned earlier, many data centers are now turning to renewable energy and energy-efficient designs to help reduce their impact. Keep it green, friends. 2. Environmental impact. In addition to energy consumption, data centers can also impact local ecosystems and water resources. However, many companies are taking action by implementing sustainable practices like water recycling, tree planting, and habitat preservation. Saving the planet, one data center at a time. And that, my tech-savvy friends, wraps up our unbelievable data center tour. We've covered so much today, so let's do a quick recap of the key points we discussed. 1. Basics of data centers. We learned what data centers are, their key components, and their purpose in storing, processing, and managing data. 2. Tour of a modern data center. We took an amazing virtual tour, showcasing exterior security measures and exploring the different zones within a data center, like server rooms, cooling systems, and power supplies. 3. Data center infrastructure. We delved into the types of servers used, the importance of cooling and power systems, and the ins and outs of network infrastructure and connectivity. 4. Data center innovations. We highlighted the latest trends and technologies in data center design, the shift towards green and sustainable data centers, and the role of AI and automation in data center management. 5. Impact of data centers on society. We discussed the critical role data centers play in supporting the internet and online services, their economic impact, and their environmental challenges. Phew, that was a lot of info, huh? But we want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts on data centers, their innovations, or anything else that caught your eye during this tour. We love hearing your opinions and learning from you, too. And, of course, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the hidden powerhouses of the internet, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the Tech Guild channel, and turn on those notifications, so you won't miss any of our future content. We've got tons more exciting tech adventures coming your way. Stay curious, stay connected, and catch you in the next video. Tech Guild, signing off.